dead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets. Mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors, armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language. These beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, Jenks, I never thought I'd say this, but I missed you. I missed you so much, I started my own channel.
You know, you just couldn't bear it. Yes, you...
I could have gone live, but I decided to start my own channel instead.
Yes, I'm chuffed for you because I've been bugging you to do it, and the longer I was going by, the more I thought, I think you just can't be bothered now.
Do you know what? It weren't so much that I couldn't be bothered. I didn't think I had the confidence to do it on my own. So I never even dreamed I would be doing a podcast and going live a few times a week. And we built up to do that. And then I was like, well, I'm not just going to sit there and talk on my own, but I kind of come up with a format that works for me where I just kind of run the film down and chuck some jokes in here and there.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be a person who sits there and goes into deep detail about what makes the movie tick. It's not how my brain works, but I can talk about a movie and tell you what happens in it. So if you enjoy that, watch my videos.
Yeah.
But, yes, I've got Cult Locker now, which is a separate channel to Twisted. I'll be doing that on my own. If one of the moderators could please check a link in the chat, guys, if you want to go over and check that out. I've got 4 videos on there now. I've busted out 4 videos in 5 days. I have not stopped, Jenks. I've been getting home from work, filming, chopping, editing, and getting the videos out.
Well,
but, I just dropped my 4th video now, Night of the Creeps.
Well, not that I'm an expert. When you asked me to critique it, I said the truth. It's like it's really good, but it's gonna get better the more you do. There's no magic formula of like, right, do this and your next video will be like Mr. Beast. It's just like keep on doing it and you'll get better, more natural.
Of course.
Because I got as natural as I could in that first video, and now I'm a million times more natural than I was in that first video, but I've still got a good long way to go.
And even though we've got the experience of doing this, it's still different. It's crazy how different it is doing it on your own.
Yeah. The only good thing about the solo one, I don't have to run anything by you.
Oh, do you know what? I've been living it up, making thumbnails how I want to make them, putting my own titles on.
Yeah,
best of all, Jenks, dropping the videos whenever the hell I want to.
Yeah, I like to call them shit nails, though. You know, no, they're really good. I gotta say, I really liked the first video. I haven't seen Night of the Creeps yet, and your third one's doing well now. It started. I noticed it started really slow, but it's did the usual twisted lock thing of flatlined and then gone up.
Yeah, I woke up. It ticked over a bit, and then when I was in work, it just started.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason, is there? I know, like some channels just grow. Anyway, we're talking too much about other things. Guess where I'm going later?
To see weapons, I hope.
To see weapons, yeah.
Yes. What time you booked in for?
8:30. So
awesome.
We got time because it takes fucking.
Well, that's why you wanted me to stop talking about my channel.
Look, I've just left enough time to talk about my channel. I haven't got your channel incorporated into the time, but yeah, I can't wait. It's our rave reviews. Do you know, I've been in France for a week, right? On holidays with the kids. If anyone's got young kids, know that it's not really a holiday. It's the opposite. But my friend who I was with was saying, "Oh, I love going like for long periods. I could do a month." I was like, "Do you know what it is? It's not that I don't enjoy relaxing, but I feel like I'm missing out on films and stuff." Even though I can obviously catch up on the Naked Gun and Weapons, I like to see films straight away because I like to talk about them. And time away, even that week's holiday, I was like, "Oh, 2 films I really wanted to see." I couldn't see.
I'm the exact same. I went away for a week, and the first thing I did when I got back was watch Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
And then me and my girlfriend went away last weekend to go see Idols in Bristol. We watched them twice. And on the Sunday, we just spent 2 days drinking. On the Sunday, we drove back from Bristol, and stopped in cinema on the way home to watch Naked Gun. That's commitment.
I can't wait to see it. I've
Well-
been hankering for, is that the right word? For
Yeah.
for a comedy.
This is the thing about Naked Gun, is that we were both wrecked, and I even apologized to my girlfriend. I was like, I'm so sorry, like I have to go see it. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll just go to sleep, it's fine. She weren't that fussed in it. So we sat down, and then she sat there with her hood up, ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes of the film, she was like sat up with her hood down, and she watched the whole movie. It's great, Jenks. I loved it.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm going to say hello to the chat before we waffle on, and then we'll talk a bit about what we're doing tonight. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Right, who we got tonight? We got Jill John. How's it going, Jill?
All right, Jill.
We got Wendy Palfrey.
Hi, Wendy.
We got Vivian. How's it going, Vivian?
Awesome. Hiya, Vivian.
We got Gory Tiger. What's up? You know, I love that name, Gory Tiger.
Great name, innit? What's happening, Gory? Hope you're doing good, pal.
Would make a really good band name, wouldn't it? Gory Tiger.
Gory Tiger.
We got Hugh Uckridge, even all, in particular, Dead Zombies, Chucky Doll, and Xenobite fans. How's it going? I love it, mate. Fair
What's
play.
happening, Hugh?
He said, "Was your fair play to Hugh?" We've got John Moran's in the house. How's it going? Vivian says, catching up on the new channels these two have. Yes, we are not parting ways. This is our central hub, and we just splintering off. The goal is to create like a kind of a twisted universe.
Yeah, we both love horror, but we both got very different tastes. So it's nice that I can go off and do my own thing. He can go off and talk about whatever the hell he talks about, fucking zombie films. But I just want to say quickly before we move on, everyone who's come over from this channel and supported my new one, I appreciate you guys so much. As soon as I started posting videos, you all jumped over there in the comments watching the videos. Guys, it means everything that you've jumped over and just supported that channel as well. So thank you.
Yeah, same here with Zombie Locker. Appreciate it. We've got, I was going to read you and you just left it a note here, Twisted Locker. Who the fuck is that?
We've got this handsome bastard
here. We've got Skinny Automatic. How's it going? Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is one of my personal favorites. What a great year 2010 was. What did that come out 2010? I was looking through the list. I couldn't see that pop up.
I don't know if it did. I can't remember.
I did have because what I do when I make a list, I go through Wikipedia, all the 2010s. I even go through America, Australia, and UK, because sometimes they slip the net if they've been made in a different country. They don't show up in the main one. Anyway, we might include on a later one. We've got Tyler Adams in the house. How's it going, dude?
Hey, what's happening, Tyler?
Popcorn and Horrors in the house. Evening, chaps. I hope Piranha 3D makes an appearance. You're in luck.
You're in luck.
You're in luck.
What's happening, pal? Another channel you want to go and check out, guys. Popcorn and Horrors.
Yes.
A great channel, especially if you like physical media.
Yeah, great name as well. And what else we got? One sec. We got Gina's in the house.
Gina's,
she's very kindly left you a link for Cult Locker. Do you know what? Every time I say that word, I feel like I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Do you want me to change the name, Jack?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Again, second. Eli Cortez in the house. What's up, Jenks, Curtis, and all the bloody twisted nights.
Hey,
we missed you guys.
That's mine. Can't take that away from me, boy.
We've missed you guys. I gotta say, we really have. It's strange being away. When we go away, it feels like a little bit of a break to recharge the batteries. Not that this is a big chore or anything like that, but it's nice to have a little break sometimes. But then I'm away and I miss it, and I'm like,
it's the exact reason I pulled the plug on doing videos on my own, because I was like, well, I'm not going to go live on my own. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not ready to do that. Fair play to you for doing it yourself. Like,
I think for me, I'm not going to do any shorts. I'm not going to do any lives on my Zombie Lock. I mean, it could just be videos. And I think if I ever get to the stage where I get to membership level, I might do lives for members so I got something to do, if that makes sense. Anyway, so what we're doing tonight, slightly different. As you can, if you've noticed, we're doing best and worst of 2010 horror, but part one. Because we had a chat in it, Kurt, and we thought, I'm sick of seeing that stupid big fucking tear maker with our good looking faces are just like, you know, tiny little stamps.
But
And
also, Jenks, I can't do 20 films anymore. Like,
no, we were, yeah. So we decided we're going to pick 6 films. We're going to talk about them. We'll have a bit of a chat. We'll be able to chat to you as well because we can't chat as well with tears. It's a bit crap. And then we're going to do a bit of tear at the end to put them all together. But yeah, I've over explained. Let's get on with it. Anything to add, Kurt, before we move on?
No. You summed it up pretty well, Jenks. Pretty well.
First one up, Piranha.
There we are, popcorn, Piranha.
Right, I've waffled a lot. You kick it off, Kurt.
So, first off, I can't believe Alexandra Aja made this.
Oh,
now,
what's he made now again? He's made
Hills
loads
of
of good.
Eyes,
Oh, yes.
Crawl, High Tension. Now, let's say he's a relatively classy director. Now, the movies he makes are like ultra-violent movies, sometimes border on torture porn. You know, he's no Alfred Hitchcock. But I think he's a high-tier, highbrow director. He's done some
especially Hills of
movies.
Eyes. Jesus, it's a fucking brilliant film.
As good as a remake can get. I think it's 10 times better than the original.
Yeah.
It didn't even come close. But this is a strange one. Now, I don't mind this movie. It plays for laughs, and this is the type of movie that I'm into. Now, I prefer these movies when they were made in the 80s. I love the 80s charm of B-movies. Now, B-movies don't work as well for me in modern day. 80s movies, like I said, have a much better charm. And I actually watch Double D more than this one. So,
you're not into like Sharknado and that. They're too trying to be something.
Yeah, now, if Sharknado was made in the 80s, I would be all over it. I have not watched a Sharknado movie. Now, this one isn't as silly as that. Now, this is no like sharks in a tornado. This is relatively grounded. Piranhas kill people, and it's about people getting killed by piranhas. It can happen. But I haven't seen this one in a long time. But I've watched 3DD much more because it's the one with David Hasselhoff.
And and you got Vin Diesel.
Finale is bonkers.
You got Vin Rames' machine gun legs.
In this one, yeah. But has he got the machine gun legs in the second one?
He gets killed in this one, supposedly. He gets ripped in half.
Yes.
But then they're making out like, no, it's just his legs. He's all right. He's got machine guns now.
He's got machine guns now.
Yeah, and I thought, no, he got ripped in half in this one. He totally died, didn't he? Yeah.
I don't think this is a movie that you can poke fun at too much. Now, it may not be your thing. It may not be a movie that you'll go back and rewatch because it really doesn't tick any boxes for you. But you can't pick on this movie too much. It knows exactly what it's doing. It knows what it wants to be. I mean, they called the sequel 3DD, and the poster is breasts. So, like, take that with a pinch of salt.
So I saw this in the cinema when the 3D craze was coming up. I'm not a fan of 3D, but I jumped on the craze. I thought, well, okay, I'm here now. I hate 3D. I say I have a rest. I should take them off my head just for 5 minutes because do my head in. This film had no business being this good. Right?
Yes.
Because it's so well made. The go is fucking brilliant. Some of the best practical effects, a little bit of CGI here now, which is fine. But when you got Jerry O'Connell with his legs are gone and a skeleton.
Legs, they've gone.
Yeah, I guess, it's so horrible. Because if you saw it, he's a bit of a dick, like. But he's not a bad guy. He's just a bit of a cokehead. And his cock is gone. You see his cock floating.
Yeah.
And then the piranhas bite and spit it out, regurgitated. It's such a good scene.
Did you have to say regurgitated? I'm just picturing, like, do you know, like a piranha having a hairball? Just like a...
Well, it was a bit like that, wasn't it? And also, like, that's what made me a little bit annoyed when I watched The Meg. Now, obviously, The Meg first one made bank, so whatever critique doesn't mean anything because whatever the decision they made was the right one. It made loads of money. But that scene at the end when they're on the water in The Meg, I wanted it to be like the piranha scene where it's just carnage. And
100%.
But this film is great. It's got great characters. It's got Kelly Brook dancing. Can't go wrong with that. Christopher Lloyd. You even got
he's always great to see in here. Just seen him in Wednesday season 2. Obviously, he plays Uncle Fester in the originals. Not the originals.
Of course. And you got Richard Dreyfuss right at the start as a bit of a nod to Jaws.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great film. I'm a big fan of this film. I've seen this loads of times. I haven't seen the second one because it looks a bit too silly for me.
You haven't?
No, maybe we watch
It's,
it next time we come up.
there we are. It's definitely sillier. It's obviously got David Hasselhoff doing Baywatch stuff in there.
Yeah.
But it plays into how old he is when the film came out.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny. It's quite funny.
I'm gonna catch up with some comments. Give me a second. So we got Gina says consider this. Well, I'll put this on the screen because it's important. Consider subscribing and becoming a member of the Twisted Knights. It's only 99 pence / 99 cents. We got loads of content on there. We're going to be doing some more lives soon, exclusive for members. And yeah, please, you know what? If you don't want to become a member, just you commenting or just join our Facebook group or subscribing, we're more than pleased.
Of course, yeah.
Eli says, miss you guys. Fair play. And he also says, don't forget to slash the like button and sub to this amazing channel and consider becoming a member of the Twisted Knights for some sweet perks. Yes.
Hell yes. I was waiting for it, Eli. I was waiting for it.
Tyler Adams says, Piranha 3D is amazingly awesome and I'm a fan of 3D. I can't say I'm a fan of 3D, but I'm a big fan of this movie. Yes, and we've got Gina says, the Piranha just had Jerry's tool. Yeah. But yeah, I what else can we say about this movie before we move on?
Piranha's got a taste for cock.
Hey, careful now, Kurt, because the last video I did on my own, The Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, so I did a solo video, a solo live a few weeks ago for Return of the Living Dead, and it had restriction on it because of something. I asked to review it. They said no, stay. Then it got another restriction, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, what was I talking about? I was nervous, like, but was I going into something really dark?
So have you watched it back?
No, I can't. I'm too scared in case I was talking about grape. Eli says this movie is loads of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you can't poke fun too much of this movie. It's a good crack.
No. And do you know, so next time I come up, Kurt, try not to watch this, this week, because you tend the second one this week, because I know you watch films every week, same films. Save it for when I come up.
What a shock. I watch films every week.
No, the same film over and over. Like every time I suggest something to you, it's like, I watched this last Tuesday. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? How have you got time?
Just think of what my girlfriend has to go through on a weekly basis, Jenks. Bless her. She started reading books now. She's had enough. She's had her guts full of me.
Look at this. I mean, I know it's CGI, but it's awesome. We're talking about Jerry. Look at this. He's a legend.
Bless him. I watched a video with him not that long ago. Obviously, he was in Stand By Me.
Yeah, the fat kid.
Thomas in Korea. And he did he was on a podcast. He was really sad because he was talking about like how quickly his career declined. And he was obviously quite a rising star. And I think he was on, like, he did Dude, Where's My Car? And he played like a jerk in that. Right. I remember him in that one. And I think he just started playing jerks. And there's only so far that can take you. Do you know what I mean? You need to kind of branch out quickly and start doing different roles. Look at Sean William Scott. He obviously did Stifler and American Pie. Yeah. And he had a great career for a little time playing Stifler. And then that wore down with the 90s and then his career was gone.
Yeah, the few popped up here and there, but nothing sustainable, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was also, when he was in Scream 2, he wasn't a particularly likable character. He wasn't a villain in it, but he was just
face in here.
He was just a bit of not even a slime ball to suggest he was evil, but he was just a bit wet, and that's not going to get you your next role, I don't think. He's a legend, or Vin Rames.
I never thought that Marcellus Wallace would end up in Piranha.
Yeah, I know.
His career went as well, didn't it? Bless him.
Oh, bless him. Right then, should we move on, Kurt?
Let's do it.
Oh, isn't this nice? Not rushing through them.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yay, devil! I fucking love this film. We watched this a few weeks ago. Not the last time I come up to see you, but the time before. I'm a big fan of this film. It made me. It's written by. The story is written by M. Night Shyamalan. He didn't write the script, but he is a very talented writer. a storyteller, creative, and I kind of wish he'd give more of his stories to more competent directors and writers, because he's got a fucking brilliant imagination. Every time he pitches, every time you hear of his new projects, you're like, oh, that sounds awesome. And then you watch it, like, oh, fucking hell. This is top notch.
Something like when you're watching his films, that something happens in the middle of them where it starts to lose itself. Yeah. I didn't hate Trap as much as you, but I'm not like, it was never going to be in my top 5 for the year. It wasn't even close. I'm never going to rank it high, but I didn't mind it. I thought the first half was strong enough to kind of carry the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Devil's a great movie. I remember this one coming out. I used to watch it a lot back on DVD. And I love, like I say all the time, Jenks, you're probably sick of it, I love one location movies. And somehow they managed to chuck, 5 or 6 people in an elevator. And yes, you've got shots outside of the elevator. We've got the security looking at the cameras and trying to work out what's going on. The people trying to get them out of the elevator. But the majority of the film is set in the elevator. And somehow they keep you engaged. Yeah. And it's got one of, I wouldn't say one of the best twists ever. It's more of a reveal than a twist.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a Sixth Sense level twist, but the reveal at the end is great. And I know this was going to lead to a series of movies where M. Night pitched ideas. It was a story based on M. Night, and he was going to give it to other directors. And I think you mentioned there was a courtroom horror movie
trying to prove supernatural in a courtroom, which sounded great. And I could be wrong. It was the series was pitched as the Chronicles. The Midnight Chronicles or something like that, something Chronicles, and I was like,
Night Chronicles would be better.
It might have been the Night Chronicles actually, but either way, this film is great, right? I'm the same as you. I love one location movies. I love phone booth, and yeah, I even really enjoyed that Buried, which is actually 2010 film. We'll see.
Buried weren't bad, but you know, I'm on the complete flip side to you. I know a lot of times you'll watch a movie and you'll always say, oh, it would have worked better as a segment. So a short episode, maybe a Black Mirror episode or a segment on Creepshow or any sort of anthology show. Now, for me, I always love films that feel like they belong in a segment, that are kind of stretched out. And obviously, it's got to be done well. You've got to stretch it out perfectly to be a full-length movie. I'm not saying I'm just going to forgive it because it feels like a segment. But this is the type of movie I watch it, and I can imagine, like, watching Tales from the Crypt and seeing an episode like this on Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. And what I mean by that is those episodes are always confined to one space because it's in a short time. Yeah, I think that's where my love for one location movies comes from, is like my love for anthologies, you know, series like Tales from the Crypt and movies like Creepshow, movies like VHS. I love segments, and this movie feels like a segment from something bigger, you know? Yeah,
well, a good filmmaker can make a small story feel like a big story. A bad one can feel like he's got a small premise stretched, and you can feel where he's stretching. Yeah, this doesn't feel like that. This feels this is the right time. It didn't drag. I love the idea of a lift.
It's great.
I know it's been done before with lifts and things like that, but this is done really well. It's creepy. It's a great reveal. Very creepy. I don't want to say the reveal because it's a small film and some people haven't seen it.
This is the thing that I wanted to say about this movie, is that this is the definition of a movie that came and went. It came out, it tanked, and it just disappeared. Now, I've watched this off my own back because I remember it, but I have never once had a conversation with someone about this movie where someone has mentioned it to me. Oh, have you seen that movie Devil? Completely disappeared.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Davies has called out that my mic was a bit quiet. Can you guys just let me know if that's a bit better? My gain was down quite a bit.
Sounds all right to me.
What do you know, Jenks? What do you know?
Well, I'm usually the one giving you shit, and then you go to you don't trust me, and then you go to the audience.
Yeah. Well, on that note, since I've mentioned Davey has joined. Thank you so much, pal. Everyone in this chat knows who Davey Deathry is, but if there's anyone new to the channel and they're watching our lives for the first time and you don't know who Davey Deathry is, go over and give that guy a sub and tuck into his content, because he's an amazing content creator, guys. Get over to Davey Deathry. He's an awesome guy.
Yes, and a friend of the channel. And
a very close friend of the channel.
Yeah.
I got up for work this morning at, it was about 5:30, and Davey was live, and I was in bed just before I had to get up and have a shower to go to work. Jumped on Davey's live quick. He's been on for 2 hours.
Honestly, I bitched about doing a solo live a few weeks ago and I was like, this dude is a trooper, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Davey's the complete opposite to what we thrive in. 100%.
Listen, I know you're not going to bleed, but your mic's a tad too loud now.
How's that?
Yeah, it was fine as it was. Yes. So if you haven't seen Devil, why? Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Eli Royal says, Davies having a watch party for the Friday the 13th Sweet Revenge short film today. And the link is in the comments. I don't know anything about this. I've seen people shit on his mask. What is it? Is it a fan-made thing?
No. This is official. So it's coming from the Jason universe. And this is their stepping stone into the new movies now. So this is going to be, I don't know if this particular shot is going to be officially tied into what happens in the movies, but how you see Jason in this movie is how Jason's going to be going forward.
Yeah, even if they decide to change it, I don't think continuity is a big problem for Friday the 13th.
Like, this is the first official Friday the 13th bit of content we've got since the 2009 one. So the guy, I can't remember his name, playing Jason now, is the first person to play Jason in what, 13 years?
Yeah, since Friday.
Yeah. So obviously there's been loads of really, really popular fan-made movies. Never Hike Alone, massively successful, but not official. And they even got what's his name? Tom Matthews in them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so they managed to bag Tom Matthews to come back as Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything, was he? He's not exactly in the new Avengers. We could probably get him on our channel.
But yeah, it's like Eli's just pointed out now. They've basically signed a deal with Angry Orchard. It's a cider drink, and it's basically a commercial for that.
Oh, it's awesome. Tyler Adams has just subbed to Cult Locker. He's a big fan of Night of the Creeps. Fair play.
Legend. Thank you so much, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Right. Next, we are moving on to a film we watched last week, a couple of weeks ago, Frozen. We're a big fan of this. We watched it after a few drinks. Ah, shit. Sorry. We should have watched this. Imagine we're so drunk. We clicked the wrong one. We're like, are you sure this is the one with the fucking in the snow? Of course it is. There's a snow.
Do you know what? I'm so glad you didn't spoil that for me. That was an M. Night Shyamalan twist there. I didn't know it was coming. I know.
Well, I hid it down. It's going to be the first of the night, but I figured people might drop off. Right.
Can you imagine? Right, someone jumps in at this second, right, and just that's on the screen.
Yeah, quick. You're right, Kurt. There we are. Better. You want to kick us off?
Yeah, so this is one directed by Adam Green, and it's another one-location movie. You've got a group of friends. Well, you've got a couple and a third wheel. And a third wheel. Yeah. Well, actually, she's the third wheel, because it was meant to be their holiday, wasn't it?
Bitch.
What the hell? Yeah. Anyway, they basically wormed their way into getting one last ride when this conveyor belt, what are they called? Just a conveyor belt in there?
It's a ski lift, a chairlift ski lift.
So they're gonna close for the summer, and they worm their way into getting one last ride on the ski lift to go down the slope. While they're going up, the guy looking after it swaps shifts with someone else and doesn't tell him someone's left on the ski lift. And then everyone packs up for the night, and you kind of know from the start that these guys are going to be stuck up there in the middle of nowhere, and everyone's gone home for the summer, so nobody's going to be there. Yeah. And again, it's a one-location movie. You've got these three people stuck in this ski lift, and as boring as that may sound, this one is horrific. And it's horrific even before one of them decides to jump down and try and save them. It's them stuck up there, and the frostbite, them getting stuck to the bars. It is horrific. Yeah. And it was directed by Adam Green, who did the Hatchet series.
So I love this film. I am the same as you. I do like one location stuff. I love the scene where where she's lost a glove and she's just been holding all night the metal railing, and you just know she's gonna have to peel that skin off. So there's a scene in it where the guy jumps off, like you said, breaks his leg, which is a horrible scene, and then there's fucking wolves coming in.
Come on,
come on. Yeah, and then Jimmy Savile's coming. Oh,
Jimmy Sav's end, you know that scene where he's like shouting up to his girlfriend, "Don't look!" He's still doing that. Don't look! Well, look away.
When we watched this movie, I figured out how they could get out of it. As so much of a genius, they could have tied all their clothes together and create a long, like movie style sort of sheets tied together and get out. And one get out, job done.
Do you know the worst thing about this movie is when at some point in the film he comes up with the idea to, and I don't know why they didn't think of it sooner, because by the time they do it, he's not in any state to be hanging. I tried it the other day. I went to Techniquest and there was a hanging challenge. My daughter got 30 seconds. I got 8 seconds hanging. Couldn't do it. So he comes up with this plan. So obviously you've got the belt that it goes across the wire, but it's this kind of like thick, rough, like sharp, wiry thing. So he's got to like climb across that to get to the next one, and then he's going to get to the point where he can climb down the ladder. But it's ripping through his gloves, and you can see every single time he's shimmying across. And a lot of times he's pushing like that, so the wire's ripping into his gloves. That's probably the worst scene for me, because I couldn't imagine nothing worse than having to hang anyway and something ripping into your hands.
Yeah, and also they're tired. Their hands are frozen, so they haven't got really good grip anyway and good strength. So Popcorn Horror said, "Love Piranha and Frozen." Which Frozen are you talking about, though? Come on.
Yeah, come on, own up now, pal. Own up. Which Frozen?
I've got young daughters, and I've seen Frozen so many times. Should we talk about Frozen? No, okay.
My daughter came out to Frozen a fair long time ago, so I was quite happy about that one.
So David Deathridge says, "Ooh, the horror Frozen." He has to specify the horror Frozen. It's some tense stuff, way better than Chronicle. Oh, come on, mate. You're talking shit, mate.
Oh my god, throw in punches. I love it.
If you weren't across
look at his face. Look at his face.
If you weren't across the pond, Davey, all the support. Please, can you, if you sub to his channel, can you take it back? And no, I'm joking. Look, I don't. Do you know the worst thing about Chronicle, right? Is I said to him on a private message, I said, "You need to see Chronicle. It's going to change your life."
And it did change his life.
Changed my life. Changed my opinion of him. John Moran said, "Did the opposite. My son asked for Frozen, and I put the horror on." Love it. This isn't the right film. No, it isn't. And Kane Hodder has a cameo.
Yes, it would be funnier if he put it on and then left the room for like half hour.
Or just stick on the iPad. All the best, and you can't even see the screen because it's small. You're gone. Who car journeys? Like, oh my god, the wolves! Yeah. There's cute little Disney wolves.
His name is Olaf.
Yes. No, he's not. It's a snowman, darling. You sure, Daddy?
It's not a wolf. It's Sven.
Yeah, we noticed the cameo, didn't we? I mean, we say we noticed. I think we probably noticed the first time around.
No. But I noticed it, right? I called it. You would never have called it, pal.
I don't.
Let's be honest.
I think we both called you cheeky bastard. It's the only for Jason that anybody knows.
He also cameos in Jason Goes to Hell. Honestly, if you blink, you'll miss it.
He's the security guard. I saw him as well. He's massive. You can't miss him really, even if you blink.
And he's got a mullet Jerry curl.
Yeah. So even though we said, "Oh, that's Kane Hodder," I thought, I bet you I've had the same reaction when I first watched this 15 years ago. And I've forgotten that I knew.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. But this one, if anyone in the chat hasn't seen this one, I can see a fair few people have seen this one. Guys, give this one a watch. You won't. Yeah. It's unbelievable how well they use this conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Ski lift, whatever you want to call it. They use it so well, and it goes night after night after night. And even when nothing is happening, because you can see their skin slowly starting to get frostbite, they're getting pissier with each other.
Yeah.
It's a proper pressure cooker, and it's after one of them stupidly decides to jump, 50, 60 foot.
Yeah. But
I don't understand.
I say stupidly. The reality is, if they don't, they're just gonna die. There's no one coming for them.
They could have come up with a plan before he jumped to like scour over the wire.
They could have.
But you know, just before he jumped, even though just before he jumped, one of the wolves was down there whistling a guy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Get down. I promise I won't eat you.
Jimmy Savile hiding.
Showing him how soft the ground is. Look how soft it is.
I'm one of those kid dogs. Look.
His tongue's out like that.
I'm one of those COVID dogs, everyone buys. Vivian says, I'll have to see Frozen. It sounds great. Yes.
Oh, Vivian, it's a cracking film. Definitely give this one a go.
Skilly Automata says Frozen was really good, even though I didn't think I'd like it. Yes. Do you know what the strange thing about this movie is? That when it came out, Frozen's a great title, and it's kind of, I don't think it's gone in his favor. Like the word Frozen now is associated massively with the Disney one. And you think, just more eyes on this. It's just been, but it doesn't. I think it's just so associated that nothing remotely called Frozen can have any place in the world.
100%. Yeah. You Google Frozen, you're not going to find a trace of this movie.
No, exactly. I wrote a short story years ago, one of my first before I started publishing,
called "In Nightmare on Elm Street,"
and it was called Frozen, and it was called Frozen for 25 years. I wrote it years ago, right?
Sure.
And when I rewrote it and published it, I changed the name. I couldn't call it Frozen anymore.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Where are we? Let me just quickly before we move on. Michael Wilson says, doesn't matter which Frozen, they're both awesome. Also, hello. How's it going, dude?
What's happening, Michael? Thanks for jumping on, pal.
We have Miss Bunny Girl 69. Good evening, sexies.
What's happening, Miss Bunny? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're behaving, most of all.
Yeah, I'm in comments duty today, so I'm not going to read the he, okay? Curtis is okay with that. He's more comfortable with his sexuality than me.
It's only because I can do it well.
Davey Deathray says, make sure you hit that like button and show our boys some love. Yes.
Yes, Davey.
No love for you, though, Davey.
Davey, what time? I haven't looked, but what time are you going live tonight to do the watch party? I don't want to miss that one.
It's what do you say, tomorrow?
Was it today or tomorrow? I thought it was today.
Jordan Moran says, if you listen close, you can hear one of the wolves says, mate, jump, I'll catch you.
Look how soft the ground is, pal.
Davey, Miss Bunny Girl 69 says, Davey is keeping me in check.
I have seen ATM. It's got Drake and Josh. Which one of them is in it? It was the one that was fat in Drake and Josh. He's in ATM.
Oh, the one who's slim now, though. He's slim now,
Josh Peck.
Josh
Peck.
Yes.
Yeah. He's in ATM.
They stuck it in an ATM all night. Is that like the Friends episode?
you got the killer in the parka.
Yeah. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
No.
Go back.
Hang
Jesus Christ.
Hang on. Curtis, let's go back to Frozen. Thank goodness for that.
This is my safe space now.
Yeah, safe space. Elm Street, right. I rewatched this a few weeks ago because I'd recently rewatched Friday the 13th about a year ago. And I really enjoyed it. Didn't like it the first time. I thought, you know what? Sometimes these films come out at the wrong time when there's a pile of good films out and they just get lost in the mix and you expected more. And then when we have a lull, you can go back to these and you find new love. Look, I wouldn't say it's a swing and a miss because there's lots of problems with it. He's miscast. He's a great actor. But I like the fact that he made him look like a real burned victim. They went to different angles.
No complaints there.
Because he's got the exact same outfit. he just almost doesn't suit that kind of clothing as well. Like Freddy was made he was probably killing people in the 70s, and he dies in the 80s. So that jumper, that fashion was fashionable. This is made 2010, and it's like, what? Why? No, why? Of course he was dodgy. Because he's wearing the hat. It's the only first time I actually thought of that, because that hat would have been totally dodgy in 2010. Yeah, nonsense. But carry on.
I rewatched this one. Well, I say rewatched very lightly, gents. I didn't finish it, but I hadn't seen it since it came out in 2010. I jumped on it back then because I don't think I had access to online much then, so there weren't communities of people that I could see talking about it, or people online rating the movie and saying their thoughts on the film. So I was obviously super stoked to see this film back in 2010. Super stoked to see it, and I hadn't watched it since. I watched it once when it came out, and I had no interest in seeing it again. I'll just go back and watch the many great Nightmare on Elm Street movies they already have to offer, with the great Robert Englund, right? And me and my girlfriend were having a drink a few weeks back, and I thought, let's just chuck it on, because maybe we can have a bit of a laugh with it. Now, it's not a laughable movie. I don't want to be too nasty on it. It's not a movie I'd usually put on just to make fun of. I just thought we can relax, chat. We don't have to put too much pressure on ourselves to sit and watch a film,
Yeah.
And I turned it off after about 30 minutes, Jenks, because it's that bad. Like, to me, if you're going in blind to this one, now it didn't affect me because obviously I'm not blind to Nightmare on Elm Street, but this film, just to start it off, it treats the audience as if everybody in the world knows who Freddy Krueger is. Everyone has seen all the movies. You know the lore. You know everything. And the movie just starts. Nothing's explained. He's just there, and he's already in people's dreams. There's no build-up. There's no building the characters up to a certain point and then them being attacked. It just starts. Yeah. It's jarring.
It's got such a really good cast as well. You've got which Rooney is it? Is it Cara Rooney or is it sister?
It's the one that's with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, she's in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the American one.
It's Wayne Rooney from Manchester United.
There's two. There's Mara Rooney. I think she's in the Fantastic Four, and she's in it. And the sister. Anyway, she's refit. And she's in it. She does not look like she's happy, but that she's in it, because I think it's one of her first big films.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
You've got the dude, and again, I've drawn a blank of his name. He's in loads of films now.
Kyle Gallner, man.
Kyle Gallner, big fan of him.
Awesome.
He's become a great actor. When I first watched this, I thought it was Miles Teller. No, he didn't look like Miles Teller.
You weren't even around then.
No. When Miles Teller started getting popular, I always thought, I think he was in Elm Street, and I was confusing him. Now looking at him now, he's looking like him, but something sparked that memory anyway. And look, just recreating this kind of image, it's like, do something different. We don't need to see it again. It's the most iconic Freddy moment ever. It's just a complete, it doesn't even do anything different with it. It's an exact duplicate.
It's one thing to remake easily, Jenks, the most iconic slasher of all time, Freddy Krueger. But then it's another thing then to just recreate scenes. It's something that you can't do. It's something that people aren't going to accept. It's not going to go down well with the fan base. Yeah. Like we've said many times on the podcast, Jenks, if you're remaking a movie as iconic as the original is, you need to go completely different. And that's why I'll always say how much I appreciate Child's Play.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a masterpiece. Yeah. I watch it and I enjoy it. But I love how different they went with that one and how different it is to the original Child's Play, because it is iconic.
Yeah.
This one was them just trying to recreate that magic from the first movie, and it obviously didn't work.
Do it different, do it better. Don't do the same. And this is worse. So Davies says the Jason universe goes live at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be jumping on just before that. Looking forward to this one. Yeah, the Jason look is odd to me. Hate the eyes and the mask, but I'm staying hopeful. So it's a very classic hockey mask in it. It's not like battered, isn't it? I've seen pictures of it. It's got the red stripes.
It's got these weird indents that go into the eyes, and the eyes look quite squared off. Now, in the pictures I've seen, it looks like AI. It's just they've AI'd a hockey mask and they've printed it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
staying very hopeful, but it's closer to Casey Jones's hockey mask in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's more blocky, you know.
Yeah, is it a bit more like his mask in number 10? Because he's got quite a blocky mask in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's as blocky as Jason X mask.
Yeah, because I didn't like that mask at all.
I didn't hate it, to be honest. I didn't hate it.
Why change it when he's got the best mask in the world in part 7, 6, 7, and 8?
I know.
It's
Yeah,
the
100%.
best.
And even the remake.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which I finally got on 4K and I rewatched it again the other night, Jenks.
I called it, boy.
I know. I watched it when you told me to a few months ago.
And part 9.
I loved it. But then I finally managed to get it on 4K. I watched it again last week. And do you know what, Jenks? I've become obsessed with it. I think it is fucking top tier. It is one of the best Friday the 13th movies, easily.
And the way he runs, the head.
Oh my God. It is top tier.
Yeah. Just gonna read a few messages. Eli Coulter says this movie and Freddy are trash. I'm guessing Freddy from this movie, not in general. Davey Deathray says I really tried the remake, but it just doesn't hit with me. They should have changed it up by actually having Freddy be wrongfully accused, give him a legit reason to be vengeful. Not a bad idea.
It's a great idea, Davey.
Yeah.
Idea.
Am I dead yet? Have we said hello? I don't think we have. How's it going?
How's it going?
Thanks for jumping on. Was the 2010 Elm Street just made too soon after Freddy versus Jason? Could well have been. It's only 3 years difference, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, so Robert Englund himself has said he reckons the reason this one failed is because they had just remastered A Nightmare on Elm Street on Blu-ray, and it was a huge success, obviously. Yeah. So I think a lot of new people were discovering Nightmare on Elm Street. So this film didn't have a market then because the originals are still very relevant and there was no market for a new one that was too similar to the first one.
Yes, yeah. They were, yeah, so... Oh, I was with David Death, who says Rooney Mara. So Kate Mara's the sister.
Yes,
I remember
Rooney
now.
Mara.
Yeah. So give me a second. Yeah. So Taylor Adams says actor is good, characterization not. The burn victim look makes sense, but it doesn't hit. He's a dream demon. Let it be heightened. Some of the face he pulls just looks goofy, but in a non-power glove way. Yeah, and as much as it looks realistic with his burn, he needs to have some expression. It's difficult with tight skin. Anyway, so let's move on then to something good.
2 seconds, just this one quick, because I've seen this movie. John says, Dinner in America is a great Carl Gallner film. Dinner in America is absolutely top tier. And I've just watched his other film, Snack Shack. Great coming of age drama. Loved it.
Yes. So do you want to kick us off, Kurt? Insidious.
Yeah, Insidious is one of my favourite movies of all time. Not even just horrors. I'm a huge fan of this movie. I think I was about maybe 14 or 15 when this came out, Jenks. Maybe 15,
so
16,
young, Kurt. Ridiculous.
I know. And I was obviously really into horror at that time, but I was just about the age where I was going to see 15s in the cinema, and I was excited to see scarier horror movies at the theatre. And Insidious was one of those first movies that I watched with a lot of friends. I went to cinema to watch, and it just blew me away.
Yeah,
I'm happy to say this movie genuinely scared me. I was terrified for weeks, and I didn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it for a while. And then when I did watch it, I was watching it with people because this movie tapped into something for me. Now, I've been watching horror movies since a very, very, very young age. I think I watched Brain Dead when I was like 7. So it's not like I'm sensitive with this type of content. I watch it all the time. Yeah. But there's something about this movie. It's everything. It's the score, the lighting, the colouring of it. The fact that it weren't just a regular haunting, it weren't just ghosts, they were these things from another dimension. Something in this movie tapped into something that I'm terrified of. Yeah. And I absolutely loved it. But everyone knows Insidious. It's about the Lambert family. And we find out early on in the film that their son, who's in a coma, can astral project, and at night he goes off into the further. And in the further, there's a lot of delinquents, let's say.
Yeah.
A lot of delinquents. And while he's in a coma, he is stuck in the further, so he's in a constant state of astral projection, which means his door is constantly open to let these things into their world. They move house, it follows them with them, and you've got that great line where Elise says, "It's not your house that's haunted, it's your son." I absolutely love this movie. I love the franchise, but Insidious 1 is obviously by far the best in the franchise.
Yeah, I love this movie as well. It starts off well. It's got some great frights. I know that the Red Demon's a bit too demon-y, but that fright, which they kind of give away in the trailer, because I remember every trailer was that, and it was a good jump scare, first of all, but maybe after the 50th time, you know it's coming when you watch the film. I get that scare needed to sell the film, because I think it made bank, this one.
Oh, yeah, it did make
massively.
All the sequels they've got.
The Rose Byrne's a strange woman, because she's absolutely gorgeous. She can do horror and she can do comedy.
Yeah.
And normally you're either beautiful, or you can do horror, you can do comedy. She can do it all. She's a good actress, and she's an X-Men.
How good is Patrick Wilson as well? He's a class act, isn't he?
I wasn't fussed on the last one. The Red Door, I thought it was just rehashing stuff.
It was serviceable for me. I had a good time in cinema, but it didn't have any sort of like Insidious 1 and 2 level of effect on me.
No.
You know?
I bet you they thought the son, because it's the same son when he's older, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet the producer thought, oh, thank goodness the son has grown up to be quite good looking.
Yeah.
They gone.
Oh God, I love this movie,
because like if you watch Gladiator 2, I don't recommend it, but the son, so it's played by I'm drawing a blank
Paul
now.
Mescal,
right, who is not a particularly good character, not a particularly great actor in it, and he's playing the older version of the kid from the first one. The kid from the first one is a working actor. He's in like Glass. he's in Unbreakable. He's like, oh, come on. Apparently he's too old for the role because it's set 20 years later. I don't believe that. I think he's just like, we need someone a bit better looking. Sorry, boy.
Do you know, my thing with Insidious, I say it all the time, I'm terrified of old people. And now, not wait, let me explain myself. Not old people in real life. I loved my grandparents. And not old people in general. I'm talking about how sweet old people regularly are, and when they're made to be demonic or scary, it makes it scarier because you expect them to be nice and sweet. And I'm talking about really old people now.
Yeah, same as children. Children,
you expect them to be sweet and nice and someone you can look up to, but when they're in films and they're portrayed that way, it's always scarier. And the lady in black in this, Jenks, obviously we find out in the second one, you know, I'm not going to go into the second one, but we find out what happens during the second one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the scariest thing in the world. That opening scene where you're weaving through the house and the violin's heating up, and then it just turns and it's just still. It's just there. Yeah. It's the scariest intro of all time. I know I've talked about that to death. Like
this chick, you know, this ghost chick, I know she's like evil and shouty, but I take my chances there with you.
That's from Insidious 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought she was in the first one as well.
No, that's Insidious 2.
I'm almost positive she's in the first one as well. When he first goes in and she's there.
I don't know, but she's no, she's not, because that's the mother of the lady in black who gets introduced in the second one.
Well, anyway, I still take my chances there.
Hey, I'm clued up on Insidious. Boy, come on.
She reminds me of the. Have you ever played the Resident Evil game with the vampire one?
The Village.
I don't know. It's got that woman with the big boobs, and I forgot her name now. She's like the boss of the vampires or something. Yeah, that kind of look. I think I take my chances. Not so much with the lady in black, but this demon thing. It's a bit too demon-y for me. Now it's a great jump scare, one of the best jump scares around. Again, it sold the movie. I think without this trailer, I don't think it would have done as well as it has. And everyone was like, "Fucking hell, this looks like a scary film."
Yeah, I James Wan to me has ruined scary horror movies because I'm sure I said it a few weeks back, right? Is that you've got Insidious and Conjuring, and anything that's come out after it hasn't, for me anyway, personally, hasn't been able to match the intensity of those movies and what actually scares me. Somehow, James Wan, in the Conjuring universe as well, just has tapped into something that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
And it just works so well. But just to go off on a little bit of a tangent, I'm rewatching all the Conjuring films. We've watched Conjuring 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And we watched the Conjuring 1 last night, and it really, really affected my girlfriend. She's like terrified. The second one didn't do it as much, but the first one, there was something about it she said that was like really demonic, and it didn't feel right watching it, right? So the film finishes at like, I don't know, like 10:30, it's pitch black, and she's like terrified. And she's turning the lights on, making sure I go up the stairs with her and what have you. And then I'm upstairs, and she's like, oh God, I gotta go grab my tablets from downstairs. When I come back up, please don't try and scare me. I wasn't even going to. I genuinely didn't even think of doing it, right?
Then you were like, if I'm going to now.
So she goes downstairs. I went into my daughter's room, hid behind the door. And I expected to give her a little scare and we'd have a laugh about it, right? So I hear her walking up the stairs. She gets to the top of the landing and I just go, start closing the door. The scream, Jenks. And I peeked on the door, right? And she had gone like 10 spaces backwards, falling into the wall. And it's the first time she's ever shouted at me. I was mortified.
So I got a basement in my house where my cinema room is, and my daughter and her friends were watching The Conjuring about a year ago, and I went down to like give them popcorn or something, and all the lights were out, and they were all screaming. I went upstairs and I opened the door and I think, ah! Shut up, Daddy. Yeah. Right. You're not going to like this comment, Kurt. You ready for this? Miss Bunny Girl 69 said, not a fan of James Wan. Hey, it rhymes.
James Wan, to me, when it comes to horror, that guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
3 universes, right? Saw, Insidious, Conjuring, which have become billion-dollar franchises that he started off his own back with Lee Winnell. Lee Winnell's his writing partner. Lee Winnell writes the stuff for him. But those 3 franchises, that's one person who's done that. It's insane.
He's look, I don't like Aquaman. I didn't like
no, we don't have to talk about Aquaman and Fast and Furious and that shit.
I didn't like Malignant. Maybe
Malignant is awesome.
Maybe it needs a rewatch because I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like it at the time. Sometimes I'll revisit something and I like it. It might have been, again, like I said, a year of brilliance, and it was just like, I can't be bothered.
Malignant is one of my favorite horror movies to come out in the last few years. I am a huge fan of that film.
Eli says, I prefer the Insidious franchise over the Conjuring franchise. I just think there's more good films. I think there's 2 good Conjuring films. The third one's pretty shit.
Annabelle Creation's great.
Have I seen that
to
one?
me, there's 3 top tier Conjuring movies, and it's Conjuring 1, 2, and then Annabelle Creation, and the rest of them are, some are passable, some are shit. But there's 3 very, very solid Conjuring movies.
Eli says the Darth Maul demon is cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Davey Deathray says Insidious is really damn effective. I watched it by myself years ago and it freaked me out. Not gonna lie. Watched it by myself.
Yes.
Oh, bless him.
If people in the comments can admit to how scared this movie made them, I'll feel a lot better about admitting how scared I was watching.
Imagine Dave being on his own. I'm going to start a horror podcast.
Maybe that'll desensitize me.
Yeah. That's why I don't like Chronicle. Just freaked me out.
Look at this. I apologized last night, pal, and I'll apologize again. I'm so sorry. Wendy, if you're watching this, I am so sorry.
Right. Eli Cortis says, have you seen Rabid Grannies? Have you heard of it even?
That is in my Letterboxd watch list. I came across that movie about a year ago, scouring some YouTube videos of obscure horror movies, and it's got a great poster, proper 80s drawing of these 2 crazy grannies. And then I watched a few clips. Oh my God, Jenks, you'd fucking hate it.
Rabid Grannies, it's a great name. I hate the word rabid because it sounds too much like rabbit, and you got to be very careful to pronounce it properly.
Rabid.
Miss Bunny says, I just can't get on board with Insidious and Conjuring movies. Fair enough, each their own. So I'm guessing you've seen at least a few of them. I would say I would say Insidious 1, 3, and 4 are pretty good. 4 most people don't like. I don't mind it. Is the key monster's a bit too silly?
It's too silly.
But it is a decent movie. I'm not
What-
going to go into that. I don't like the second one.
What I'll say about Insidious and Conjuring, since we're talking about them both, is that, and this is why they're so great, is yes, they're chock-a-block full of jump scares. They know exactly what they're doing, but alongside that, it doesn't just rely on the jump scares. It's the build-up to the jump scares and the story they tell, the story they create surrounding all the characters. Everything is spot on, so you forgive them for the jump scares and you have fun with them because the story and the pacing is spot on.
Yeah.
Far too many times there's been movies where they think they can just give you a jump scare, everyone in the theatre gets a little jump, and they're like, oh, we made a good horror movie, people are scared. No, it takes a lot more than a jump scare.
Gotta get
James Wan perfected it with Insidious and Conjuring, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes, so Lady, don't make me pronounce that. I when I used to see it written, I used to think it was Dimitri, but it's what the fuck is that? Anyway, she's hot. So Davies says Sinister matches the intensity for sure. It's a little different, sure, but a similar vibe. Yeah,
100%, Davey, 100%. Sinister's another class one.
Eli says, are you trying to say you want to smash that lady demon? Yes, I am. I was just going to get restricted again.
It's you, boy. It's all you. I keep my mouth shut.
No, it's Eli asking these things. Davey says, maybe if I start a horror show, I'll make some friends out in Wales someday. You've lost me as a friend. Okay. Yes. Anyway, should we move on, Kurt?
Yes, let's do it.
Right. Can I just make a confession? When I set this up yesterday.
Oh, here goes.
I forgot to include Tucker and Dale, even though our thumbnail, I was like, five be enough. I'm like, oh fuck, because I said we were trying to think of things. Like, Tucker and Dale be cool because I mentioned like Insidious for a thumbnail. And you said, oh, we've done that, and I was like, okay, Tucker and Dale. Yes, but anyway, Tucker and Dale. Look, I saw this a few years ago. I can't remember who I saw it with. I think it was with your father. It was in your father's house. And because I think he was massively into the what's that thing called you love, the not Ordinary Boys, what they call something boys.
What are you on about now?
What's that TV show you love, the comedy, the boys, something boys? Oh, but the hell, they're hillbillies. They're drinking whiskey all the time.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, you've seen every episode. You love them. They're like Trailer Trash Boys. There's comedy.
Oh, Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys.
You explained that terribly.
Yeah, well, anyway, your father put out a marathon of Trailer Park Boys because I hadn't seen it. He's been banging on. Your father's like telling me taking ages, and then he stuck this on because I think he just thought I love hillbillies and Trailer. I love this is where it came from. It was leading something. This film has such an amazing premise. This could only be created by a horror fan who has seen a lot of horror films and tropes. And the guts of the story is these two guys, Tucker and Dale, they're just nice guys. They're normal guys who look a little bit like hillbillies. And they got this group of teens then heading out into like the woods of the cabin. And they just mistaken these guys for murderers. Not that there's other murderers and they just get mistaken, like swapped over. They just look like murderers, and everything they do makes them seem worse. Because of all this, is a series of events that turns them into murderers of accidents. It's so good. Their chemistry is brilliant. I don't know the bigger guy. He was in Love of Horror.
Adam Levine.
He's a lot slimmer. And
Alan Tudnik was supposed to be there as well, but he pulled out.
Yeah, the big guys.
And she was there, all three of them. Katrina Bowden. He
looks like a different person now, isn't he? He's so slim now.
Does. Yeah.
Big mop of hair. But anyway, I love this movie. The deaths are great. It's really funny. And I'm assuming it didn't make bank because there should have been an array of sequels to this because everyone has watched it, loves it, but nothing materialized.
So I was watching an interview of Eli Craig not that long ago. I can't remember the exact specifics of it now, but there's been a few times where he's been close to making the sequel, but the studios kept on chucking it. And that's when he ended up doing Clown in a Cornfield. So he was supposed to do Tucker and Dale versus Evil 2. I think it was going to have a quirky name, you know, it weren't going to be 2.
Yeah.
But they just kept on chucking it. And this movie has become a bona fide cult classic now.
Oh,
it is
awesome.
huge among the fans. So this is a movie, and it only came out 15 years ago. This has built up such a fan base. It's insane. And I remember it coming out, and I was, like you said, with my father, he was into these type of films. I only watched this movie because my father likes these type of films.
Yeah.
No one I knew for ages had seen this movie. And then there was a point in time when more and more people were seeing it, more and more people were talking about it. And it's well deserved. All the cast are great. I love, like you said, Jenks, the story that they're genuinely nice guys. They automatically assume that they're killers because they live in the woods and they're hillbillies.
Yeah.
And all the shit that happens to them, like they're chasing them in the woods because they're trying to tell them, look, we're nice, we're fine. And one of them ends up in a wood chipper. One of them turns around and sees them in the wood chipper, and they're like, fuck. It's such a great original concept, and it's such a great spin on a Deliverance type movie, you know?
Yeah. My favorite bit that made me realize these guys, this director, this writer really understands this sort of genre, because it's a scene where, what's the fat one called again?
Adam Levine.
Yeah, which one's which of Tucker and Dale?
Alan Tudnik is him on the left.
Yeah,
Alan
of
Tudnik.
Tucker and Dale. Which one's which?
I'm sure Tucker is Alan Tudnik, and then Dale is.
Okay, so Dale, they're passing the teens in the car, and then
Alan Tudnik is Tucker. Yeah, I was.
Anyway, so Dale looks at them like that because he fancies the girl, and then you have that music, like the Texas Chainsaw music. You're like, wow, he's looking like that, but he's just perving, you know. He looks like a proper killer, like in the car. And it's like, oh, that's spot on. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, I want to watch this tonight now.
Look at this. In the chat, they got about 18 people saying, Trailer Park Boys, Trailer Park Boys. Everyone's like screaming.
Yeah.
Trying to beat you to it.
Yeah, I adore that show. And they finally announced a new season. Get in. I don't know what it's going to be like without Jim Leahy, because obviously John Dunsworth has passed away.
Right.
So I'm quite intrigued to see what they do without John Dunsworth. I reckon, if anyone has seen Trailer Park Boys, I reckon Randy will take front and centre now, and he'll be the main antagonist, I reckon.
Yeah. Eli says, it'd be awesome to have a sequel to this movie. Use a different horror movie for each sequel. It'd be a killer. You could just have Tucker and Dale versus someone else. Tucker and Dale versus whatever.
Yeah,
I think,
exactly. From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn. As long as you got Tucker and Dale in the title, you can just have Tucker and Dale.
Oh, yeah.
And then any title. It doesn't have to be versus. It's a brand, you know.
Did you ever watch Reaper, Jenks?
Yeah, I think so. It's a black monster thing. I saw it in the cinema, but I can't remember.
No,
anything.
It's a series, Jenks.
Oh yes, the devil.
You're thinking of Rika.
Rika, yes, saw that in cinema.
Reaper was the comedy show with Adam Levine, and they were hunting demons.
It was basically My Name Is Earl with the devil in it. That was basically it. Yeah. And the devil was Ray Wise, isn't it?
Ray Wise, yeah. From Jeepers Creepers 2.
He's a great devil.
He's awesome. He's so good.
I didn't really watch it properly, but I did jump in and out of it. Look at that shot. How good is that shot?
So good.
Alan is hilarious as a pirate in Dodgeball. Yeah, I love Dodgeball. Anyway, shall we put these buggers in order?
Let's do it. And is that done? Are we done?
We are.
That.
Oh, I know what's going on here.
That flew by.
One more picture. Don't waste it. Right.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
No, I think it's such a great film. I really wish they made a sequel. Anyway, shall we put these in some kind of order, Kurt?
Yeah, I'd have to go from best to worst. That would be my easiest way.
No, that's ridiculous. It's got to be worst to best. You've got to end on the best. Have you ever heard anything like it?
Well, it's not going to be any shock, is it, Jenks? Jesus
No,
Christ, we've got Nightmare on Elm Street in there, man.
People don't know. They're just
All right, go on then. You kick it off.
I'll
Kick it
go
off,
first because
Jenks.
I put the top one. Right. The worst of the bunch is obviously Elm Street. I predict every single one of these is going to be identical.
I think so.
Right.
Yes, Nightmare on Elm Street, back of the pile.
But done. Okay. You could do the next one. What's next after this? So we'll take it in turns.
I'm gonna have to say Piranha.
I'm
gonna have to be Piranha.
I'm gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be Frozen.
Damn.
Can you believe Piranha's further up the line than yours? Yeah. Next up, big surprise, Piranha.
Yeah. I've got Devil.
This is the most boring tier ever.
I know. I'm gonna go for Devil.
Nobody cares. Next up for you, Kurt.
It's gonna be Frozen.
Oh, Frozen, further up, fair play. Do you know what? I made a mistake. I forgot about Tucker and Dale. I would put Tucker and Dale before Piranha.
Okay, all right.
I forgot about that. Where you put in Tucker and Dale?
It's going to be next.
Yeah, and then Devil for me. Big surprise.
Yes, easy.
Oh, do you know what? Actually our list isn't exactly the same. Only the book ends. Yeah, very unexciting that was.
Yeah, we don't need to do that again.
Well, it was quick. I don't think it's any harm. It was quick. Yes. So that was much more fun, I think, for me. Maybe not.
100%. I know. I reckon so because, like this is the reason we wanted to do it is because we chuck 20 films up there and we don't want to be here for 2 hours because it's hard work and it gets tiring.
Yeah, and we can't talk to people. So who point to do live shows? Exactly.
So what we do is we split it into two parts. If we want to do 2010, do it in 2 parts or even 3 parts. We only spoke about 6 films. If there's more, we'll do more parts. Talk about 6 films, ditch the tier maker, and we can chat about a film individually and we can spend more time chatting to people in the chat. Yeah. Whereas when we've got 20 films, we're just kind of rushing through them.
Right. I tell you what, then. Comments. Do you prefer us the way we did tonight, or do you still rather us just dropping them into and doing the silly tiers, my genius tier names?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think regardless of what you say, guys, I'm not going to listen. I really enjoyed tonight. It was a lot more relaxed.
So Eli's not happy. Me, Tucker and Dale should be higher. Look. It was tough. There's only 6 to choose from. But yes, I do like Tucker and Dale. I think I've only seen it once or twice, maybe. Probably that's why. I think I've seen Piranha countless times. Genuinely,
that's my problem with Piranha. I haven't seen that one enough.
Me and my mate Ed, we watch it a lot. We love really good death, high quality death. When there's a bit of money behind it. That's the sweet spot, like the later Texas Chainsaws and stuff. I don't dislike old gore, but
everyone is in agreement. Love this style, much more engaging. Tyler says he loves this style. Vivian is on board as well. That's awesome, guys, because I enjoyed that a lot more. I felt a lot more relaxed. It's nice to have just 6 movies and we can take our time on those movies, chat to people in the comments a bit more. Yep. Definitely the way forward.
And we're done 15 minutes early. Yay! I'm going to see Weapons now anyway. I can't wait.
Yeah, enjoy, Jenks. It's an absolute cracker.
I cannot wait. Yes, so like we said earlier, Curtis has a new channel called Cult Locker.
Cult
Locker.
Make
you say it properly. I've also got a channel, he didn't think about putting an image up, called Zombie Locker. I wish your image, boy. You could drop it in yourself.
Well, you do the podcast. I'll chuck it on the next one.
Email me it. Yes, if you love zombies, check out my Zombie Locker channel. It is doing not too bad, I gotta say. And I'm just made my 14th video. I'm only doing one a week. I don't really have the time to do more than one. People say you're going to do 2 a week. I can't do it. It's too hard.
I can do it.
You know, at least
I've done 4 this week.
And also I'll run out of content pretty quick. Yeah. And if you could chat, moderate, if you could stick my link in as well for Zombie Lock, I really appreciate it. Look, I want people to subscribe if they really like zombies, because I don't want you to subscribe and then you're bombarded with videos you don't want to watch. Same with Cult Locker.
No, Cult Locker's for everyone.
Was Hell Motel, is it? I haven't heard that.
Motel Hell.
Motel Hell.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah. I've never heard of the film. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Yeah. So we are not parting ways. We are just expanding the family. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers for tonight, guys. We will be back.
No, we're still going to be doing at least 2 a week. Definitely 2 a week.
Oh, yeah.
One on a Wednesday and our regular one on a Sunday. And then if something comes up, we'll usually put a live together a different day as well. Maybe it'll be a members live or just a regular live. But yeah, we're still going to be doing just as much work on this one. We're just not doing pre-recorded videos on our main channel anymore.
And yes, nothing changes here. We've been doing this anyway. Cult Locker.
I'm changing the name. That's it. That's twice now.
Our decision not to do pre-recorded or to pause our pre-recorded, never say never, was nothing to do with our solo channels. We just found we were struggling with it, and we just have more fun doing this because we're working remotely. And to be honest, our format, the way we do our pre-records, are kind of made for lives, the way we do them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So we figured, sort it. And we can get a bit more creative. Anyway, that's it. Anything to add, Kurt?
No, just want to say thank you, Eli. Appreciate that, pal. But no, it's been a nice stream back. I think we haven't been on for maybe 2 weeks, Jenks.
Yeah,
we've missed 2 weeks. It was a nice stream back. I enjoyed myself. Jenks, it's nice to see you.
Thank you.
I'm glad we're back in action. Everyone who jumped in the chat today, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. I had a great laugh on this one, Jenks. I much prefer doing it this way. But yes, thank you all so much, guys. Every time you come on, we appreciate you.
Yes, really appreciate it. If you want to join our members, it's 99p /99 cents. Subscribe if you love horror. And we will catch you on Sunday. We haven't decided what we're doing yet.
Part 2, boy.
Part 2, yeah.
Part 2.
Maybe we'll go straight to part 3. Won't make any sense. Anyway, have a good night. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.